Hi everyone and Happy New Year. I hope this year brings you growth, success, and the most happiness. So, I've been a bit quiet lately because I started my master's program this semester alongside work. So, it's been a busy period, but I'm back with another video. We are going to learn how we can import from Rhino to Revit. Since I exactly know what I want from this Rhino file, I will jump right into Rhino. So this is the file that I have in Rhino, and I want to import certain parts with certain format to Revit so I can work on it. For example, this is the site and I want this section to be imported as a DWG. So in the massing and site section, I can use it as a topography, as toposolid, and use it in my Revit file as a ground so I can like manage it easily. I can also import this as an object there, but I think it would be much easier and like much better since we have this option in Revit. We can like import it as DWG. Of course, we can like export it from Rhino as a DWG file too. But for other parts, for example, for these buildings that we have in here, I'm going to import it as a object, as a Rhino format through my Revit. So how we can do this? In here, we have some layers and we can see that some of them are on, some of them are off. Sometimes when you want to, for example, select different parts, if it is hard to select, for example, if you want to have like all of these buildings, all of these neighbors in here, this is actually is our site. And I want to import this part. I want to work on this section, but I also want to have all of these families and neighbors too. So for that, I can, for example, first import this side and I will turn all of these layers off, okay, like this. And then I'm going to import this as an, for example, DWG or Rhino. For this part, for this side specifically, I will use both because I want to find its placement and then place it exactly where I want the DWG file and the Rhino file. So for that, we are going to just go to file section and in here we have this export selected. I'm going to click on this section and then I will select the parts that I want like this, press enter and then assign an address and a name for that. I'm going to just write in here the site and then I'm going to place it in my desktop. Click on save and now you do have a Rhino file. I'm going to go to file section again, export selected, and then I'm going to select this section, press enter, and now I'm going to open this part and save it as a DWG file. AutoCAD drawing DWG. Click on this section. You also need to assign a name for this section too. Save it and click on OK. Then we're going to go to Revit. In here, you just need to go to that folder in desktop. And for example, drag this site to here. You might not be able to see it in first level, but if you go to 3D view, you can see it in here. And you, of course, will have it like this mesh and you can't edit it. Now that I have this main site, I want to also have my topography under it. And I don't want it to be like this. I want to be able to like change it and manage it better. So I will go back to Rhino, turn this part on. It's this section. I'm going to click on here so I can turn this off. Or if you don't like want to use these layers, you can just simply select it, this section, or maybe just simply this part.
So you're going to select this and go to file section, go to export selected. And then in here, we need to again assign a name and you should set the format and type for that. Click on save and OK. Then we are going back to Revit. In here, I'm going to, you can also like go to insert section and link your DWG file to here, but I'm going to just open this section and just drag it to here. I'm going to place it in this part. So this is my DWG file. I'm going to, if you want to also set these two on top of together, you should also like import the DWG file itself, like with lines that you usually have, plans and sections and the whole site, and then you should like set all of these together. But I want to first turn this into a topography, so I'm going to go to massing and site section, and in TopoSolid, create from import. In here we are going to click on this create from CAD file and select this CAD file, uncheck this one and click on OK. So if I want to show you this, I'm going to hide this section, and this is unfortunately what we have. I'm going to put this on consistent color, and this is because of all of those mesh and lines that you had there. If you want to like import something in a much better quality, I would suggest to explode this block, this mesh, so you can just select the first or top sections like these, all of these parts. Okay, not this section, not these sections. From this part, and also here I will uncheck all of those sections, and also this part like this, and all of the rest should be selected. Okay, then I'm going to go to file, export selected, and I'm going to save it on this number 2. Click on OK, yes, and OK, and then we are going to go to Revit. I will delete this one, we don't need it anymore. I will just simply drag this one to here. Then I will place it in the center, somewhere here. And then we can go to File, and we can go to TopoSolid, create from import, create from CAD, select this, and check this one, and click on OK. This one looks much better. I will just delete this imported file, and this is our topography exactly in its place. After that, if you want to like fix all of these sections, you should select it, go to edit type, and then in the contour display you are going to add to this stop and start number as much as you want. I'm going to go with 9 for primary and secondary contours. I will add to this one too, and to here. Okay, and okay. So now all of these parts have the contour and secondary and primary lines like this, and if you want you can play with its graphic too. There's a video in here that you can watch. After this, if you want to like place these two exactly on top of each other and on the right place, you can go to Revit, Rhino, and then I had this map in here and also the CAD file in this section. I can just simply, and if you look at this, they are exactly in their right place. So I'm going to just select this and go to File, Export Selected. Let's go with number 3, save it as a DWG, and then we are going to go back to Revit. In here we are going to drag this again to this part, go to top section. In here I will just simply move it to this corner. I hope it is in its right place, and then I can simply place this part from this section to here like this, Perfect. Then for the other parts, I can now hide or delete this one. Hide in view elements. Perfect. Then we are going to go back to Rhino, and I'm going to turn all of these, for example, the buildings. I will check this part this way, so we can have this underlaying. We can turn this side on, and if you do need any other parts, you can turn it on. Then I'm going to go to file. I don't need to like add these trees, honestly. Okay, I can like add them if I need them later. Turn these trees off, and then go to file, export selected, and then I'm going to select all of these parts, press enter, and let's go with number 5, but this time we need to like turn this back into Rhino 8. Click on save, and then we can go to this Revit file. We can go to here and import this number 5 to this section. It is a whole object, so we can go to top view, and then we can place it from this part in its place. Okay, of course we don't need to have like this underlaying and the side because we imported them separately. And also you can do the same with the CAD file of this site itself, so it would be easier. So I just wanted to explain that how you need to consider what you need exactly, and then based on that import the files with the format and the type that you actually need and you actually use. So this way you have this control over your Revit file, and you can create everything in the exact way that you need. So I really hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial, and I will see you next time.